Shalom, Yashala, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High Yahweh. I do so in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Yasharallah. Call Halayim Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Harakah Kwadash, for blessing our elders with the spirit of truth, so that we may know. Shout out to the Akim and the Akwaf that's keeping the faith in the works. Y'all keep at it. This your brother Abaya, coming at you with more precepts. This is the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 4 and verse 3. It says, "But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost, in whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Hamashiach, who is the image of power, should shine unto them." Right? The gospel is hid to individuals who really just don't want to believe what's going on around the world, what's going on the earth right now. People really do believe that everything is okay, and this is just another hard time that people are facing, not understanding that this earth is moving into a whole new world. It's becoming a whole new thing. It's becoming digitized, from the funds to the actual minds of people, right? Speaking more so towards Revelation 13, 16 through 18, right? We are seeing those things come to pass. We are seeing it in, I believe it's Switzerland, where you got individuals who take that thing, or who have that thing and take that thing's juice. To prove that they took the juice, they're putting their information on RFID microchips. We are seeing things come to pass. We are seeing pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places, tornadoes and all kind of wild things happening. The people uproaring. We seeing all kinds of madness, and it's hid to individuals who don't have eyes to see and ears to hear. Right? But at the end of the day, if you worship in the beast and you worship in his image, you are going to take the mark. Right? If you love this place, you wanted to get back better, you wanted to move on into the future, you are worshiping the beast, you are worshiping the image of the beast. You are already in line to take the mark. So with that being said, let this video play and I'll be back.
Time Magazine's Person of the Year and the world's richest person, Elon Musk, says he hopes to start implanting brain chips in humans in 2022. Musk's Neurolink has been developing a chip since 2016 that would stimulate brain activity, he says, intended for medical use, primarily for those with spinal cord injuries and neurological disorders, to help them be able to operate things with just their mind. So here to discuss this movie-like medical advancement is filmmaker and historian Sean Stone, and also our friend, host of Watching the Hawks, Tyrell Ventura. So Sean, let me start with you. This is literally the stuff sci-fi movies are made of. Now, back in April of this year, Elon posted a video to social media of a monkey playing a video game, Pong, as we all remember growing up, with just its mind. They've been testing this on monkeys for quite some time now. What are your top-line thoughts on all of this?
Well, this is not the beginning of the transhumanism, but it's certainly a major progression forward, I would say. Transhumanism being this notion of how essentially humans will not only prolong lives, but essentially transform all aspects of their physical being in the process of merging at some levels with machinery. And so the idea of this Neuralink, that it can essentially read certain impulses, right, electrical impulses from the brain, and then essentially perform a function from the thought without having to physically touch the thing to actually perform a function in the physical world. It's basically becoming more and more invasive into the body. Now, this is a fascinating thing for people. In my documentary Metahuman, which we did on RT, we talked about, for people with disabilities and whatnot. It's a wonderful progression, but it will not stop there. I think this will become an aspect of all aspects of our lives if we want to ultimately put the Google Glass into our eyeballs and have our smartphones essentially within our brains. I think that option will be available very soon.
Wow, yeah, Ty, Elon says this development can help quadriplegics and others, easily operate their smartphones, participate in social media, etc. Do you think there will be a line of folks willing to have a chip implanted into their brain and take part in this. Essentially, it's an experiment next year. It's pending FDA approval, but this can happen as soon as the new year.
Well, I think definitely for paraplegics and tetraplegics and people like that, I think there'll definitely be that line kind of lining up to see, will this chip actually work? Will it help me be able to, communicate better with the outside world? Will it help me get, do the odds and ends that it might be capable of doing? I mean, that's the number one thing. In terms of like for the rest of us and people like, wanting to say, hey, as Sean mentioned, let me put my smartphone into my brain. I think there's a logical line that you could definitely see people willing to do that purely as a means of entertainment consumption, communication, things like that. I think we're still many years away from that, but I think that this definitely opens that door, and I think whether you agree with it or not, I think there is going to be a mass of people out there that are going to say, you know what, I'm willing to give this a shot if it can make me, quote unquote, a little bit smarter, a little bit faster.
All right, so she asked the question, and it was a proper question to ask. Do you think people are lined up for it because it's experimental? But see, something else was experimental, and people were rejecting it at first. And then after a while, people started to take the experimental thing. And not only did they begin to take the experimental thing, they looked down on individuals who did not take the experimental thing. See, it's all about mind preparation, man. It's all about propaganda, right? That's how the devil operates. They make they villainize an individual, right? They villainize the individual that they're about to go against first. Then they introduce something to solidify the villainy, right? And then they make their move, right? Whether it be they say it's a terrorist and such, and then miraculously some event happened, and now they got a reason to blame the terrorist for such and such, right? Or a thing develops on the earth that gets people sick. You see where I'm going with this, right? The devil uses the same tricks over and over and over and over again. You know why? Because they say that the average person on the earth is stupid, is dumb. They don't know no better. They feel as though people are easily controlled, and they are. Real talk. All they got to do if they want people to do something, push it in the music, push it in the movies, push it on the news, push it on your whatever talk show you watch, and it will be done. All right? Facts. We've seen it happen over and over and time again. All right? But at the end of the day, go to the book of Philippians. This ain't gonna be long. I just wanted y'all to see what's in the works. But Philippians chapter 3, verse 18. And I made videos on Neurolink before, you know what I'm saying? But it's getting closer to the time for them to start pushing that on people. All right? So Philippians chapter 3 and let me see. Verse 18. It says, "For many walk, of whom I have told you often, and now tell you even weeping, that they are the enemies of the cross of Hamashiach, whose end is destruction, whose power is their belly, and whose glory is in their shame, who mind earthly things." And that's going to end a lot of people's lives, man. More so worried about earthly things than spiritual things, right? Emotionally tied to this earth and the things that are in it, as opposed to who you really are and what we're supposed to be focused on. Right, because to just being 1,000, man, this earth wicked as hell, man. Everybody want to be like Esau. Everybody want to think like Esau, want to live like Esau, want to act like Esau. People in power, whether it be low-level management in your local store or whatever the hell, all the way up into your senators and governors. All crooked as hell and all demons, man, for real. Niggas get a taste of power, man, lose their mind. Right? Now I ain't saying all, right? Because of course, You got a few people out there that buck against the system that have positions of power, but that's few and very far in between, right? Average individuals, they act just like Esau. Job 9:24 says the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. This nigga that runs this earth, man, is highly influential, right? And he recruits individuals who are the same. That's how. Now, the reason why I know that to be true is because once upon a time, if you wanted to make it into the entertainment industry, you had to put forth some form of work, some form of effort to do that. They don't do that now. Now all you have to do is create some form of social media account and become popular. That's all you have to do. Once you become popular, they coming to you. Why? Because you are an influencer. You influence people. People listen to you. Whatever you wear in your videos, they gonna want to wear. Whatever you drink in your videos, they gonna want to drink. Whatever you listen to on your videos, they gonna want to listen to. Right? This devil, man, same old same. Script says that there is no new thing under the sun. The same tricks they used back in the day is the same tricks they use today. And the same tricks they plan on using in the future. Because like I said earlier, Esau said people are dumb. And to be real with you, they are. Matter of fact, let me see. This is Jeremiah chapter 4 and verse 22. It says, for my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children. The word sottish means stupid. Esau knows this. He knows this information. Right? That's why he does not respect people. More so Israelites. But he don't give a damn about his own folk neither. Right? But it says, for my people is foolish, they have not known me. They are sottish children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. And script says, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Since though you don't want to believe that the mark of the beast is a real thing, and they are really moving towards implementing that around the world, the Most High gonna make you take that thing. And then taking that thing, you guaranteed destruction. Ain't no repenting from taking the mark of the beast. Once you take that, you done. You are sealed. And once you are sealed, it's a wrap, man. It's a wrap. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Right? So, at the end of the day, man, if you operate in the spirit of holiness and truth and sincerity, giving all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Harakak for all things in your life, keep up the work, man. Because we almost out. Clearly, we can see we almost out. This place is done. We can see that. And to the individuals that still sleep, that choose to be asleep, hey, man, appreciate your sacrifice. Right? Because script says, the wicked shall be a ransom for the righteous, and the transgressor for the godly. Right? And I'm paraphrasing that. But hey, somebody got to go, and I'm not trying to have it be me. And if you watching this and you hearing it and you seeing it, Most High willing you either. Right? But for the rest of these niggas out here, man, and just because I say nigga, I am not just specifically talking about so-called blacks. I'm talking about all niggas on the earth, all ignorant individuals on the planet. Man, y'all niggas gotta get the hell out of the way, man. Cause you in the way, bro. We trying to we want the new world. And I ain't talking about this falsified pseudo new world that Esau trying to create. I want that new world spoken of in 2nd Ezra 6 and 9. I want that new world spoken of in Revelation chapter 21. That's what I want. And that's what we want. Those of us that are operating in the spirit of truth. Yasharallah Shah, Yasharallah, Israel of Israel. All right. So I'm going to end it with that, man. Most High willing, you are edified by these precepts in this video. Call Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai by Hashem Harakak Wadash Shalom Yashalom.